not gonna lie, shopping in Japan was a bit of a learning curve, but I feel like I've mastered it. I've got it. I can grocery shop in Japan. The reason why we go grocery shopping in the evening is because there's more sales. Things go on sale, they'll get a sticker price that is different from the morning, and I wanted to show you the different prices that you can get if you wait just a little bit longer to buy your groceries. I have a grocery shopping wish list. There are 2 grocery stores in our area. There's one that's really close by and more of like a more local market. And then there's a supermarket kind of grocery store a little further away, which I'm hoping I don't have to go to today. If I can get the majority of this list, then I'll be happy. So wants. In the protein section, we have tofu, sausage, bacon, chicken, eggs, and salmon. Then in veggies, I would like spinach, sprouts, and potatoes. The reason why the vegetable list is so short is because we already have vegetables. I'm not like vegetable deficient, just so you know. Then for like breads and carbs, we have English muffins, tortillas, if I can find them. Those are usually at the larger supermarket. Bread, just our standard bread, and then pasta. I'm looking for a flat pasta and an angel hair. For fruit, I'm looking for bananas, grapes, and any item that's on sale. Fruit is actually really expensive here. Most of it is imported. You kind of have to buy seasonally, and so I actually don't know what fruit I'm going to get except for probably frozen fruit, and if I can find it, dried mango. Then for extras, we have matcha powder, olive oil, almond milk, and yogurt. That's my list. Sometimes I want to buy more, sometimes it's less. We actually go to the grocery store almost once a day to pick up little items or things for dinner. There is some prep and planning, but our fridge is really small, so that's just another detail we had to get used to, is grocery shopping is a often occurrence. Luckily, it is on the way home from work for me, so a lot of the time I'll just pick something up really quickly, or we'll replenish on something that we're wanting for dinner, but overall, we grocery shop a lot more. So this is actually quite a large list. I hope that you find it interesting. If not, I have lots of other types of videos. I have writing content, I have book content. I don't know why you clicked on grocery stores if you didn't want to, but there's something else. I'm going to get going. The sales should be starting soon because it's about 5 p.m. and then I'll check back in with you and do a haul later. I forgot to also mention just before we head out that my grocery store has plastic bags, but you have to pay for them. And then they also have boxes that you can take for free, so just like cardboard boxes. I just bring reusable bags. Because this is a larger one, I have my Draconiathon bag, a bookstore bag that I got in Galway, and then a smaller bag which has a little Shiba on it. I have 3 different size bags. I hope this is enough. I have gone to the grocery store before and ended up getting more items and I didn't have enough, so I had to get a box. At my grocery store, they actually don't offer the plastic bags. You have to ask for one, and they don't actually bag the stuff for you. They just stick a plastic bag into the cart. It's easier to just bring these and then do it yourself after the checkout counter. Let's get going. Look at the cute little snail. Go, little guy, go, little guy, go. took a lot longer than it looked. All right, so I'm gonna go through these. I'm not gonna say all the prices and everything like that. I'll have the prices listed up here just because I actually have to make dinner and this was kind of like a lot. Grocery shopping is always a lot and it feels like even more of a lot when you're vlogging it. I'm gonna go through what I got. Some of the things they didn't have, some of the things weren't on the list and I picked them up anyway. This was a typical large haul for me. This will last us quite some time, probably around 2 weeks or so, with little small trips in between, like things needed for dinner. Sorry if I seem tired. I'm tired. Oh, let's start with the little bag. Almond milk. This is the only brand I have personally seen here of almond milk. There was also the oat milk that we saw in the store, and this is sugar-free. The darker colored blue one was sugar added. This one's sugar-free. Tofu. Firm tofu is hard to find here. You can find soft tofu anywhere. This is a firmer type of tofu. Overall, like the tofu I am most used to buying, the really firm tofu, is hard to find here. But they have such a wide tofu selection. I'm sure I'm just missing it, which is very possible since my Japanese is like not very good. Then we have bread, which got a little smushed. This is the 8-pack of bread. This is not the bread I would choose normally, not on a day-to-day basis, but like in general. This is the bread that I normally get. What a confusing thing to say. This is not the bread I would want. I like wheat bread. I like whole wheat bread. As you might have noticed in the store, the whole wheat bread comes in a 3-pack. That's 3 slices of bread, and it's really expensive and it's not worth it, and it's still like just not as good. So yeah, that's one thing I definitely miss is bread. Okay, that's the end of the little bag. Moving on to the Draconathon bag. Frozen blueberries. There's different frozen fruits at different times. The supermarket that I also go to has a larger variety of mixed berries, but we already have that. I just wanted some supplementary extra berries for shakes and stuff. So yeah, frozen blueberries. Potatoes. We also have a sweet potato, a Japanese sweet potato, and those are really cheap and really easy to come by, and you can also get ones that are already pre-baked that were in that like stove looking thing, and they're really good. I wish I could snack on one while I was grocery shopping, but everyone would stare. Okay, then we have yogurt. These seem like they were the extra protein and I wanted plain yogurt. The yogurt I normally get, they only had in strawberry and a couple other fruit flavors, but they didn't have plain, and these were on sale. Canned soup. Didn't think I'd say I miss it, but I do. They have corned cream soup, and then they had clam chowder. Clam chowder on Amazon online when I was looking for it, craving it. It was like $38. This was like 100 yen. Picked some of that up. That's not always there. An avocado wasn't on the list. Olive oil, very expensive, but we use it a lot for cooking. You probably all think I'm insane for eating this much honey, but for the price, I use a lot of honey. I use it sometimes in my teas, my glazed honey salmon. There's so many things to do with honey. Was actually super stoked about this and don't care that you think I'm crazy. There's also a honey farm here, but I haven't gotten to go and I don't have a car, so if my friends want to take me to a honey farm, I would love that. This is just like a really spicy good ramen as like a backup if we don't feel like cooking, we're feeling exhausted. It's delicious as is, and we just throw in some like eggs and spinach and call it a night. Bananas. Yeah, the bananas come pre-plastic packaged. I don't know why. Everything pretty much here besides avocado, there's a plastic problem here, and it's a different video. I've actually seen a video, it's kind of old, but still I think holds up, from another YouTuber. I'll link it down below if I can find it. Packaging is a problem here, and my bananas are plastic packaged, but they were also on sale. Okay, last bag. Grapes. The grapes were a little spendy, but I really had my heart set on them. And they're looking a little rough, but I really wanted them. And I got the cheaper of the 2 options. But I wanted grapes. This is the spinach we normally get. And I picked this one up because I want to see the difference, and this one was so cheap, I felt fine getting this one just as a let's try it out. It seems like the stalks are thicker and a little different. This might not be spinach. We'll find out. It's a vegetable, it's green, it'll go in something. Sprouts, I put this on like sandwiches, salads. I put it on bagel and cream cheese when I can find bagels. Bagels are very hard to find here. They're delicious when people decide to make them. They just don't make them. Eggs. The other eggs were cheaper. I picked up these eggs because they were on sale and we like these ones better. The shells aren't as difficult to crack. Some of the eggs, like, I will break the shell and this was a creature comfort. I'll just leave it at that. Peppers, not on the list, but I absolutely love peppers. I'll put them in salads. I'll put them in scrambles. I'll put them in lots of things. So asparagus can get really spendy. This was actually fairly cheap because normally they come in sets of 2 or 3, and this one came in a set of 5. We love asparagus. It's something I'm willing to splurge on. Bacon. I think I mentioned like in the walkthrough that all of the bacon is a little bit like ham, and that's true, but I have been here so long that I don't remember the taste of bacon. So I'm just kind of thinking that I think that this bacon's good, and I'm just trying not to think about it too hard. Sausage. It was on sale, which is fantastic. This is an olive and basil sausage, and it's freaking delicious. We have it for breakfast all the time, and it's, like I said, freaking delicious. I put this matcha in my protein shakes. I sometimes just make matcha tea, and I was running out. This is replace soda for me. They are literally just sparkling lemon waters, but they're the right amount of sparkle. They're the right amount of lemon. They're the right amount of water. We love them. We're addicted to them. They're very, very, very carbonated. I love a lot of drinks here, actually. Japan will play with flavors and combinations and drinks, and sometimes they're a miss, but most of the time I'll give it a solid 80%. They're a hit, or at least fun to try. These are what we normally buy, but I love trying different drinks. Also, sometimes flavors disappear here, so I'm trying not to get too attached because it might just never turn up again. Salmon. This is what we're having for dinner tonight. There was lots of salmon options. I was having actually a hard time choosing, but for the recipe I'm doing, this salmon fit best, so I wasn't really going by price there. English muffins. This has kind of had to replace bagels for me, and it's a poor substitute. It is a good fallback, and it's just some other type of bread to have, and I don't want just a plain piece of white bread. English muffins. They did not have the pasta I wanted. Not even actually really close. So it's probably at the supermarket and I just didn't have it in me to go there. I don't need to because 90% of what I needed on my list was here. So I just didn't worry about it. Instead, I just got spaghetti pasta. I wanted angel hair. I got this. And that is it. This is the haul of groceries. And depending on where you live, it was expensive. Depending on where you live, it was really cheap or reasonable. Prices do change pretty often here. Not everything was on sale. Not everything that was there yesterday was there today. There is a little bit of a seasonal change that happens too with different foods, and it's just not as consistent as what I was used to in the States. I have gotten used to that. I sometimes go to the store and there is no asparagus. It can be devastating, especially when I have a recipe in mind, but I'm just used to it now, so it's like, okay, recalibrate. What are you gonna make? At first, it was culture shocky and kind of not terrible, but disruptive to my equilibrium. Now, it's kind of fun. Yeah, I hope you found this interesting. If you have any questions about grocery shopping in Japan, I would love to give my best answer. It's going to change place to place, situation to situation. I will answer comments this time. I did take a year off last year after first getting to Japan. There was a lot of culture shock happening in my life and I wasn't ready to answer questions. I didn't know. Now I'm ready. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you like this video, give it a like. Until next time, bye!